What's going on, everyone? Hopefully, everyone's having a great morning, evening, afternoon if you're in other parts of the world. So, we get some interesting news about Call of Duty coming to Switch, but we don't have any identification of which one. But we have a lot to go through in this video to talk about some things. So, right here from Insider Gaming, it says Call of Duty's first Nintendo Switch title is nearly done, it's claimed. Interesting. Then we're going to get to the source of this and how this got started and how we got this information. Um, Even more says Call of Duty on Switch being nearly done means either impressive optimization or significant compromise. Curious how they handled the hardware gap. Dude, Call of Duty was still running so fine on PS4. They were still releasing all the Call of Duties at 60 frames. That's and the Switch 2 is a lot more powerful than the PS4. So it's like with DLSS, that's nothing to worry about, man. It's COD. It's going to be fine. This guy's like, we have Black Ops running nice in the Wii U, so let's see how this goes. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna talk about like what they're gonna do for it too, and you guys can tell me what you think is coming. I don't know if they're gonna do Black Ops 7. I think they're gonna have a different approach to this, where they can actually have their own games release on different wavelengths until they actually match the next one coming next year. Maybe they may have another, like I think they may have this one, and then they may have another one on the way too, and then the new one next year. So they can just have a huge base growing on there, and there's huge opportunities there, and a huge market. Definitely when it comes to Western society, um, and there's different ways to approach it, like coming with the mouse aspect, being able to play in handheld, and then being able to play docked. You guys get what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people are going to like that, even the desktop mouse aspect or just on the docked aspect. They're going to have all types of optimizations for this. And a lot of people are wondering what the hell was going on with it. Well, it's like I told you, dev kits, and we're going to get to that too. So this started off over here. I think a lot of people are going to be interested in this. Then we got Dextero um, saying, Deserto, or whatever the hell you say this. The first Call of Duty title for the Nintendo Switch 2 is reportedly set to launch in a few months. Jez is the source here. We had 128.9K here. More details here. He says, I hope it is a remaster of the old World War II one, because this modern one's, that's Orlando. The gameplay is looking extra smooth. See, this is people saying this, but it's like, dude, it's Call of Duty. Oh yeah. Rest in peace to the creator too, man. That, you know what, man? I didn't do a video on that, but oh man, that sucks. Like that guy was awesome. I just saw Kojima's post about him as well. That's that's surprising because that guy, I mean, he's legendary. He was behind so many great games. Talk about Titanfall, Respawn, who did Jedi, Battlefield 6, even involved with that, the great Call of Duties. Yeah, we have to talk about that. Rest in peace to him. I I was like, damn, man, because we had Itagaki go too. It's like rest in peace to him too. Crazy stuff happening lately. Not cool. Because it just cuts off so much future potential that he possibly had too. He said anything he gets behind was great, right? And yeah, it's sad seeing that happen because younger people could have gotten trained. You lost a great being in the world, and there could have been future titles coming too that would have been great. And all that got taken away too early. Oh man, he was in his 50s too. That sucks. Because I read about it, what happened with him and his Ferrari and all that. I was just reading about some stuff this morning too. But yeah, rest in peace to him. Let's take some time to say that. God bless you, man. Hopefully you make it pretty well on the other side. All right, now getting back to certain things when it comes to COD, we had to talk about the legendary guy behind it all. Otherwise, this wouldn't be possible. Um, Take him. I think this is where it started. He says, "Where is the day one with Xbox Nintendo Switch port of Call of Duty Microsoft promised?" Jess says, "Need dev kits to port. They didn't have them." Yes, that's what I was trying to tell people. Nintendo decides when they want to give you development kits. So you got to take time to do that. And one thing that I said that I will give Microsoft credit for is that their ports, they make sure they do a good job with them. Like Forza, all those, they usually do a good job. The only game that had issue, and I don't even think this is just because they didn't do a good job reporting, was the damn Oblivion remaster. It's like, oh man, I was so annoyed at that. But that's Unreal Engine 5 and some other things going on. But that got fixed. But we talk about their games, like there's never really a problem. This guy says, I thought it was too hard to shrink the game for Switch 2. and is why there is no version yet. No, man. They signed a 10-year contract. If Switch 2 supported SSD, it wouldn't be a problem. That's not a problem, I'm telling you. The first Call of Duty Switch version is nearly done and launching in a few months. So this is coming very fast. Nintendo's already having a strong first quarter coming next year, and they're continuing off of what they're doing now as well, along with Sony having a strong as well. It looks like Microsoft's going to be joining that and having a banger January direct, according to what they're saying. I mean, they kind of have to. You got to realize what's going to be there, and they're going to be announcing that with them. So either it'll be there in Microsoft's event coming to Switch, or it's going to be on Nintendo's direct, or both might do it. I don't know how they plan on doing it. But the interesting thing here is that we don't know what it is, which Call of Duty it is. You guys are going to have to tell me, what do you want for it to be, down in the comments below on my video. Um, he says, I wouldn't bother. Game is a major flop. Better to just wait for Modern Warfare 4. But we don't know what Call of Duty they're doing. I get what you're saying, though. And maybe they may want to make up for those lost numbers and put Black Ops 7 there. And that's what they were working on the whole time. Who knows? Either way, for the Nintendo base, it's going to be a new thing where it's like, and I don't really care much about COD, but it is something to talk about because it matters as far as like market impact, market share, publishing power, definitely in 2026. So, you know me, I cover everything, even if I'm not into it, because it's not just about me, it's about the whole gaming community. And everybody, deserves to get great news. You never know what some people might like hearing. But when we think about publishing power and the impact of a new console base and being able to have Call of Duty on the go rather than on mobile now, I think seeing that come to Switch like that is going to be nice, because that's a whole base over there in the Nintendo world. So it's going to be interesting to see the response to that. Either way, I know it's going to sell at least 1 million or 2 easily. And why would they not take that? You have a huge base there to touch. That you get there that early, it'll be selling all the way throughout the generation. So we've seen all the other games dominate. EA took full control and got to the top with a lot of their games, Madden, FIFA, all that, and they were charting for the longest. 2K, all those games. Guys, if you've been watching a third party Switch to each other, I'm telling you, they've been taking up there big time. Even Ubisoft with Star Wars. You know what I mean? Then they came with Assassin's Creed and got tanked up there and said it's doing much better because of that. So Activision is not going to miss that window. Rockstar is doing the same thing. They're not going to miss that window. I expect this to actually boost up their sales. So we see Jess coming in and telling people about this. Now, where's the article at? It's right here. Here goes a cool thumbnail saying that in February 2023, Microsoft inked a 10-year deal to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo platforms. The deal was signed amidst Microsoft's landmark acquisition of Activision Blizzard. But fast forward to today, and Nintendo space is still without a COD title. According to one insider, this might be about to change. In a recent claim posted on social media, it was suggested that COD is a few months away from launching. When is it coming? And then that's when Jess said that right here, as we just saw. And the reason why, as I said, dev kits, and that's for a lot of other games that are on their way as well, too. So Corden didn't explain which COD title is being ported, leaving it up to fans to surmise what's on the way. There's a lengthy lineup to pick from. It could be Call of Duty Warzone, which would promote the fastest adoption of Nintendo Switch 2, or it could be a recent release like Black Ops 6 or 7. It could be Modern Warfare. Honestly, I don't know. And I don't think this is going to be the first one they're working on. I think they're going to try to launch as many as they can over time, but they're probably going to leave like some 3-month windows or 6-month windows. I don't know. There's going to be something like that. You know what I mean? But I could expect them to have multiple ones coming to them next year. And then the one lining up in the holidays. Fans aren't too sure about Black Ops 7 being released on Switch 2. There's definitely some doubts there. If we were betting people, I think the safest wager would be in the Warzone stakes. Yeah, probably. Recently, Sledgehammer Games started hiring for developers with a AAA mobile or Switch 2 experience, which was telling enough. True, that did kind of happen. So this gives us some more insight. So maybe we compare into and say it has something to do with Sledgehammer. What Call of Duty title do you think would do well on the Switch 2? Let us know what you're thinking on the Inside Gaming Discord for Tom's aspect here. You guys let me know what you're thinking as well. Personally, I would say that obviously, since Sledgehammer did hire for AAA Mobile and Switch 2 experience, that we need to look into their pool and see where that links. And that can give us a good idea of things here. So this is pretty much it right here, except, a little bit of a, beef going here along with Ventilator and Jez. This person is saying, is it Black Ops 7? A few months ago, I assumed they would start with Modern Warfare 4, with them likely dropping PS4 and Xbox One. bring up the development bandwidth for Switch 2. I think that's the case because I know they're going to get a lot more results here. So yeah, that's the thing too. They just recently dropped that. And this is a lot more powerful than them. So releasing Black Ops 7 on Switch 2 in a few months won't really have an impact. I think with the way they're saying that, maybe they should start with something else because that would give them a nice fresh start to be able to say, here's a really good one to start things off. We don't want to start off with Black Ops 7. Yeah, maybe you might want to do that. So that's pretty much what I have to say about this. Let me know what you guys think. Once again, um, as we know, we're going to say rest in peace right here to Mr. Vince Zampella. This is the post I saw, Kojima that he posted, but he had his own. But yeah, I mean, this is sad right here. We can definitely end some things, but by giving more credit, remember, guys, Call of Duty, Titanfall, Star Wars, Apex Legends, and Battlefield. That guy was legendary. Damn. So, but if you want to see Kojima's post, you can basically go to his page right here. And you know how Kojima is, man. He gives his respects. He must have did it a while ago. Oh yeah, he tweets so damn much, man. It's like, oh boy, good luck trying to find it. Kojima's funny. He's definitely active. But yeah, right here, 9 hours ago. So he has his post with 615,000 paying his respects because apparently when he first met him, he helped him out, supported him in many ways. He showed him around the studio and everything. And to him, that's heartbreaking. So it sucks. And he's getting his respect. And, I wish him well on the other side. All right, y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Peace out.